All right, folks. Last up today, we've got third-year sophomore forward Norchad Omier. If you have questions, again, please use the hand raise function. We'll start with Zuby Charles from Kane Sport.
Hey, Norchad, just wanted to ask you about your development since you first got to Miami to now, and what do you think you've improved on in the most in your short time here?
Yeah, so, I've just been listening to my coaches more, trying to absorb all the information from them, learn more. And I think I've developed a lot, mentally, like IQ-wise, like taking better decisions, learning to play more, at the strengths of my teammates, the weakness at them, what they do well, what they don't. So I think in that aspect of the game, I developed a lot.
Go to Michelle Kaufman from the Miami Herald.
Hi, Norchad. Buenos dias. I wanted to ask, I'll ask in English so everyone can understand. Going up against NC State now, DJ Burns, Coach L was just talking about him that I just looked him up. He's 6'9" and 275 pounds. Can you talk about the matchup, going up against him? And in general, what are you expecting from NC State? What do you think is going to be the biggest challenges of NC State?
NC State is a great team, like every team in our conference. This is something Coach Ed told me about coming into the ACC, that every night in and night out, the competition going to be hard. So we just got to prepare mentally, body-wise. So, I'm just trying to get used to this every night, playing against a great team. I know he's going to be a great matchup, good player. I just got to be ready mentally and physically. And, we got to work hard and trust my teammates and do whatever it takes to get the dub.
I want to ask a follow-up. What's been the biggest adjustment? You're obviously getting very good numbers already in, the short time that you've been here, but what's been the biggest adjustment going from Sun Belt to, starting in the ACC now? What do you think is going to be the biggest adjustment?
So I just played one ACC game against Louisville, and it was pretty fun. They're a great team, but we had a day that day. So far, conference-wise, I haven't feel no adjustment. Just go out there, have fun, play hard, and give all every day.
Go to Wyatt Kopelman from UMTV.
Hey, Norchad, as the leading rebounder for this Miami team early on in the season, how do you believe you all can continue to improve rebounding as a team and also control the rebounding tomorrow afternoon against NC State?
Just gang rebounding. Everybody on my team are athletic. Like even the short guys, I know they can rebound. I've seen them. So, we've been working on that in practice because, we know we lack a little height, but what we lack in height, we have it in heart. So we just keep working on that. Gang rebound, make a bubble around the rim when the ball goes up and, do whatever it takes to get the rebound.
Zuby?
Norchad, I just want to ask you something away from NC State. Coach Art Alvarez from Miami Prep, just how much or how important that relationship you have with him and all that. Just talk to me about you and him real quick.
Me and Coach Art relationship just go way back. Since I came to Miami the first time to play at Miami Prep. He's one of my mentors, someone that I look up to, being supporting me since day one. And, he's just someone that, I appreciate a lot, everything he had done for me and he keep doing. He's just great guy. The advices he give me, the support he grant me with, just a nice relationship that is gonna go a long way.
Go back to Wyatt.
Norchad, a couple of weeks ago, Coach Irving mentioned how tall the underclassmen on this team are, particularly the freshmen. How have you enjoyed being able to measure them thus far and introduce them to what it takes to compete in the ACC, even though the ACC hasn't gotten fully underway yet?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the beginning of that question? I didn't get it that way.
No worries. Coach Irving mentioned a couple of weeks ago on Zoom how tall the underclassmen, particularly the freshmen, are right now. What's it been like for you to mentor them, and how have you enjoyed being able to teach them what it takes to win in the ACC?
No, well, I'm still learning how to win in the ACC because it's something new to me too. I've been in college for a minute, so I have a little, more knowledge about few stuff for them, and I push them in practice just how they push me. They are very talented. They are really, really good players. So we just try to push each other. I give them advice on some stuff that I know more, Like for example, Faber, he go really hard every day in practice. Anytime they put him in the game, and you know, I see him being a great player in the future, fixing one little stuff that is fouling. The same trouble I had when I was a freshman. I foul a lot. I mean, I still do it, like a little bit still, but like, you know, just try to help him in that aspect because that's something he do a lot too. So that's about it.
All right, we'll go back to Michelle for the last question.
Norchad, after the game the other day, Coach told us that he had pulled you out at the beginning because you were not following the game plan. And so he pulled you out and gave you a little bit of a lecture toward the beginning of the game. Can you just talk about that kind of moment and what have you been able to learn so far from Coach Larrañaga?
Well, you know, coach is a great coach. I mean, he has made 700 wins in career. Like he's a legend. So like, you know, when coach talked to me, I know, 95% of the time he's right. So I just try to listen to him, observe information. And I mean, he was right. I was lacking focus a little bit. I was like, not locked in 100%. And, he just snapped me and he took me out and talked to me for a little bit, put me back in the right spot mentally. And, everything went down from there.
So you're saying 5% of the time you're right and 95%
I did not say that. I'm just saying, not every time everybody's 100% right. So he might be 98% right all the time.
All right. Thank you.
All right, Norchad. Thank you very much for your time.